Chechnya, the Russian Republic, whose struggle against Russia inspired the two brothers suspected of the Boston Marathon bombings, has been the center of violent separatist uprising and bloody bomb-related killings for decades. Traditionally, however, mainstream Chechnyan mujahideen have not traditionally been a direct threat to the United States, said Evan Coleman, chairman of Flashpoint Global Partners, a New York-based international security consulting firm. However, there are several other organizations that recruit Chechen fighters. He said the Islamic Movement of Uzbekistan and one of its splinter groups, the Islamic Jihad Union, both have recruited Chechen, Turks, and other non-Arab Muslims to fight with them against United States forces in Afghanistan. According to Coleman, both of these groups are based in the Waziristan tribal area of Pakistan, and these groups can be just as radical as anything Al-Qaeda puts out. They have a strong animus against the United States, Coleman said. But he cautioned against making any assumption at this point that the bombing suspects were recruited and/or trained by foreign terror organizations. What happened in Boston is within the capability of two relatively sophisticated, homegrown individuals, said Coleman. These two people seem to have come out of nowhere. David Schanzer, a terrorism expert at Duke University, said the attack appeared to be homegrown and that the suspects appear unsophisticated and without ties to or training from international terrorist groups. The fact that they needed to rob an ATM to get money suggests they didn't get large amount of outside funding. They had no escape plan to leave the country, Schanzer said. These are hallmarks of people who are not particularly sophisticated. I don't see this as a highly planned plot. They seem to be making this up as they go along. Several links have been identified between Chechen guerrillas and Al-Qaeda, according to an analysis by the Council on Foreign Relations. Despite the two suspects' apparent affinity for the Chechen cause, anti-separatist Chechen leader Ramzan Kadyrov said there was no link between his country and Tamerlan and Dzokhar Tsarnaev, the two brothers suspected of the Boston bombings. We don't know the Tsarnaevs. They did not live in Chechnya. They lived and studied in America, Kadyrov said Friday. It has become habitual. Everything that is happening in the world is connected to Chechens. Blame the Chechens. Coleman sent a post on his Twitter feed Friday that the official arm of the Chechen Mujahideen has denied any connection between them and the Boston suspects. Russell Ansarni of Montgomery Village, MD, the uncle of the two brothers, said the family was ethnic Chechen. Most of the Chechens' acts have come in Chechnya, Russia, or neighboring republics.